and I think he said no. Now, the thing that I was talking about before about, as far as like the Trojan horse, like the people at the top are making devising these plans. I mean, their sight of the end game is greater than ours. So, like for example, 2008, when we had our first so-called black president that was running for president, black people went down to the voting booths, but we all was down there. You understand? I wasn't in the truth, of course, at this time, but it was a lot of black people who went and voted for Barack Obama because in our minds we're gonna get a first black president, so on and so forth. Now, mind you, just to the topic, Barack Obama was the one who came and legalized, homosexual marriage or homosexuality to be, legal. Now, did everyone that went down and voted for Barack Obama want to support homosexuality? I'm sure not. Do they all agree with it? I'm sure they didn't. But for them, their goal for what their heart desire was at that time was what they voted for. Now, with that being said, the LGBTQ movement, they're fighting for their own rights, the right to be able to love who they want to love, which is the same sex. Now, that's as far as their heart can see. But again, the people at the top see a bigger agenda, so they campaign and fund the LGBT community and their movement, their fights for rights, all of these other things, because in their mind, if they can get the LGBT community, and these individuals that are, not, I'm not gonna say low level, but everyday people, what I mean, to fight their fight and get to be able to make LGBT community a lifestyle acceptable, then they can usher in their agenda, which is not just which also includes LGBTQ, but it also includes pedophilia. Because again, these people that are pushing this agenda overall are the people who this is their culture. So when we say, I don't support this, you're LGBTQ, but you don't support pedophilia, you're fighting for something that's giving way for pedophilia. You're fighting for something, that's the basis of your fight, like I said, is love who you want to love. So the LGBT community fought, they were funded, they were pushed. Sid said something important. Um, he said that most of the people who are behind it, or the interest that a lot of them are supporting, is white people's interests. That's true. That's the same with all of these movements, feminist movement, LGBTQ, and it's going to be the same thing for pedophilia, and it's going to usher in all of those things. Salagi, I'm coming over a cold, so Salagi. Um, but longer the story short, if we don't get to the root of it and understand, you may be fighting for what you want, but your fight is also giving strength to something that someone else wants, which is pedophilia. I'm just